What's up, everybody? This is Simply Put Talk's review episode. I'm Fred Niones, aka Angeles.
And my name is Micki Angeles.
And today we're reviewing Arrow Season 3, Episode 18, Public Enemies. As Ra's al Ghul's wrath continues, Team Arrow must go on the run from Captain Lance and the whole SCPD. And with his identity finally known to the whole public, Oliver has no other options but to surrender. But Roy takes it upon himself to rescue Oliver. And meanwhile, Felicity tries to save Ray Palmer from a deadly attack from the League of Shadows on the mayor's office.
I thought this episode was very good. It's a big upside from the past two episodes. It was basically a part 3 of this offer arc from Ra's al Ghul, and it was great. I think everybody hit it out of the park, in my opinion. I think the Felicity Ray Palmer love story didn't get cheesy, but I thought it progressed Ray's character a lot more. I think that the backstory with Masaya's kid and the Shadow, whatever she is, that was... It was okay. It wasn't a great things, but I think the shining light is Team Arrow doing Team Arrow things, plus Laurel, which is a side character to me, in my opinion. And what's coming to Central City when Captain Lance starts attacking Oliver Queen.
Yeah, this episode to me was the best since the mid-season break. It really fired off on all cylinders. In the beginning of the episode, we see the aftermath of the initial attack on the mayor. She's dead. Then Ray takes the arrow instead of the bullet for Felicity, and he gets stuck in the heart. That was pretty intense to see in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I was really scared that they were gonna do some Iron Man thing with that.
Me too. I really got.
And I'm very glad they didn't, but they kind of did, but they didn't.
To go back to this is basically like the end of the offer storyline. We're getting to see that Ra's al Ghul is holding no more punches. He told Captain Lance who Oliver really is. And that anger built up by Captain Lance is growing even more. And to me, this actually rang back to me of the Over the Edge episode in the Batman series where they're running away from the police and the Commissioner Gordon's blaming Batman. Now it's Captain Lance blaming Oliver for his daughter's death.
Except it wasn't a dream in this episode.
Not a dream.
I think Captain Lance was the strongest character in this episode. He's the one who really progressed the story, both the through line and what the episode story was. He was the man out for his emotional integrity. He's tired of people lying to him, and we get to see that with the conversations that he had while they were at the paddy wagon.
Yes,
it was Oliver Queen and Captain Lance in the paddy wagon about, basically they're airing out all their dirty laundry, how much, Oliver should have just died in that island and still hasn't forgiven him about the death of Sarah, and that he always knew that he was the Arrow.
Yeah, that was a great emotional scene to see. But to me, what the purpose was behind that scene was that's the straw that broke the camel's back, and this is probably Oliver choosing, you know what, I have no other options. I have to accept Rash's offer.
And I think that Oliver was the I wouldn't say he was the weakest part, because he was, even though he was the main character of this episode, I think he was more of the MacGuffin.
Yeah, he was.
He was the plot device to get this plot forward. And Captain Lance was really the stronghold in this episode.
Yeah, I saw it as a Captain Lance episode instead of an Oliver episode. Mm-hmm. All right. So the whole Ray Palmer Felicity thing, that threw me off of the episode a little bit.
I liked it,
but I like the purpose it served, introducing the nanotechnology of things shrinking, so maybe we're getting at him. And it also showed where Felicity's heart truly is when he said I loved you, and she didn't. She just pushed it to the side almost, and then she ran out the room. So to see that she's really still in love with Oliver.
Yeah, and the reason I liked it is because it's basically the genesis of what we're gonna get for the spin-off series, where Ray Palmer is gonna be him and Firestorm. See Robbie ML. But him and Firestorm and Professor Stein are going to be the main protagonists, along with what we've announced in our podcast, Hawk Girl, as well as Katie Lott's character, which we're still trying to figure out who she is.
She's so hot.
And I'm glad. The only one thing I didn't like about that storyline was the mom. I don't know. I don't really think that the mom really needed to be there.
I think she was they brought the levity to the story, because it turned almost into
That's very true.
A romantic comedy, their arc, and then it had a twist ending where she saw the newsreel and it was like, oh, I gotta go back to the one I truly love. So that's really Team Felicity. Yeah, let's go.
The low point of the episode, I thought, was the backstory of who that shadow character was. It was a twin sister. It was not needed because it didn't really tell too much of Oliver's progression to become the Arrow. It was more of to bring a parallel to what the episode was, and it was about truth and finding the truth in that.
Yeah, I think the writers really got lazy with how they're handling the flashbacks, especially this season. Like how much longer can we see Oliver run away from Argus?
Two more seasons because there's 2 more years left.
Let us know what happened to the little kid. I want to know what happened to the little kid.
He died.
Yeah, maybe. And at least we got to see Selena Jade back. It's great to see her back, even though she's played Shadow's sister. But it was still like was still Lucius' character.
Okay, so fine. I wasn't a fan of what they did with the flashback, but it was cool to see Maseo with a gun and to see Katana with a fucking katana.
Oh yeah,
that was awesome.
That was very awesome. All right, guys. So with Roy surrendering himself to the city and outing himself as the Arrow, do you guys think Theo will take up the mantle as sidekick and become Speedy? Let us know.
All right, guys. If you like this episode, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our page, and become one of the Simply Put crew.
Yes.
Where we do reviews on The Arrow, The Flash, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Walking Dead is coming.
Game of Thrones is coming as well. It could be me. It could be Fred. It could be even Jay, maybe if he gets out of his cave. But me, my name is Micki Angeles. Find me on Twitter and on Instagram at McCertified.
I'm Fred Niones, aka Angel. You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at _Fred_N.
For all our reviews or even our long form podcast, you could find us at www.simplyputtalk.com. We do topics, so if you want to send some to us or even if you have some questions, give it to us at info@simplyputtalk.com. Stay connected to us via social media on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram at simplyputtalk, and definitely subscribe to us on YouTube, SoundCloud, and on iTunes. So until next time, guys. Peace.